We do soil samples, maybe sometime not every year, but every couple of years, just to see if there's any nutrients that need to be put back in the soil. Those samples are taken and given to the UK Extension Office. They come back and tell us what we need to fertilize with, or put lime on the fields, or any other nutrients that need to be added. We generally start we've got 4 20-foot bat wings, and we usually try to start those usually around the middle of May, or sometimes the 1st of May, just depending on the weather and the rain we've had. And it's just once we start, we'll find a field that we think needs mowing the worst, and from that point it's just a round robin. Each time we get through with the farm once, it's ready to be mowed again, and that continues on in that fashion through about the middle of July, when the weather gets dry and it comes down, and then we just mow as needed. Traditionally, from what we understand, it's the reason that all of Kentucky is limestone. It's in the ground in Kentucky, and especially here on the farm, and that's the main reason I understand that's good for the horses. That the limestone, it helps them develop their bones. Our composting operation we've been doing now for about 23 years. We have our own composter, which we bought in year 2000, and all of our muck from the barns is taken and put in windrows on a certain section of our farm, and we run the composter on it anytime that the ground is dry enough for us to get on there to run it. Traditionally, we like to have some moisture in the compost. It helps it to break down faster, and we use the spreader compost sometimes 3 to 4 times a year. We put it back on our fields. Okay, the chain dragging is a process that we have 2 20-foot chains that are traditionally just pulled behind the tractor, and we pull it across our fields to loosen the grass from the winter and from the last year's mowing, and to scatter the manure from the horses been out in the fields all winter. We try to do that around the middle of March, and depending on the weather, we hopefully be through by the middle of April when we start our mowing. We have approximately 250 acres each year that we devote to baling our own grass bedding to bed the stalls with, and we rotate some fields around. That's not the same field every year for some of them, but we usually put up about 12,000 to 16,000 bales of grass bedding a year off our own property.